Hey guys, and welcome back to yet again another Season 10 educational gameplay guide, guys. Today we're going to be covering Ashe 80 carry. So before we start, guys, you can find the full runes as well as the full build, the best setup for Ashe. You can all find it in the description, guys. I recommend you guys to check that out. But for those that are not able to, I'll just say it anyway. I recommend you guys to pick up a little tempo on the main keystone, as well as going like secondary into the inspiration, taking like the free boots with the other thing. It's all in the description, guys. And as for the build, I usually go into like Hurricane, Blade, into like Infinity Edge and all that stuff. We will get on into all of that, but first, Ashe is currently a pretty good ADC to pick up. She's not really that difficult to play. She's actually like one of the easiest AD carries out there if it comes down to like how the champion works. The only thing you do have to know though is like how to kite properly with Ashe, because one mistake could potentially mean dying for free. That's one of the bad things about Ashe. She does not really have an escape, which is a pretty big problem about Ashe. But outside of that, she's a pretty aggressive champion and can do a lot, so there we go. So the way how you want to play Ashe in the early game is pretty simple. Depending on the matchup that you're up against, for instance, right now we're up against Jhin. You kind of want to play safe around the early pre-6, because her W takes a lot of mana to spend, and all of it. If you wait around level 6, Ashe actually becomes a really good champion that can like set up ganks pretty well with her ult. Alright, so in a matchup like this one where we play against Jhin, we just want to focus on playing as safe as we can. And around level 6 is where we like kind of outskill the Jhin, because we could pop our ultimate on his ultimate anytime. So we basically counter him pretty hard. There we go. As for like little mechanics with Ashe, there's actually something that you can do. You can actually auto attack and then follow it up with a Q and basically do like an auto reset, which is pretty OP on Ashe. Not many people use it, and it's actually pretty OP on Ashe. If you're going to play Ashe, you need to learn how to like reset your auto attack with the Q, because that's really important. It's going to matter quite a lot with your damage. Alright, so for now, we will just focus on playing as safe as we can. We do kind of want to like spam our autos whenever they CS, or like spam our W when we can. But we do have to remember that we are pretty short on mana in the early game. So alright, I want the enemy opponents to be around this position right here, around where they are right now, because that allows for actually proper ganking for my jungler and makes things a lot easier. So you want to freeze it out right here by standing right in front of it. He wants to poke with the Q. Honestly, I don't know what Jhin is doing. Okay, he's back. Good. So we're just going to be relaxing here. We don't want to focus at all on trading too much, like only just poking when we can. They're trying really hard, trying to focus down, but they aren't really getting that far. So I have my potion, I'm going to use that now. Also, like, farming on our tower is pretty easy to do with Ashe, since you can like auto reset your autos. Okay, now we can actually go for them. Exactly what I've been waiting for. There we go. Pop the ward in there. I would like to get that kill for my own. Nice. So playing Ashe really safe in the early game, kind of freezing around your side of the lane, allows for plays like this one, because just constantly focusing on staying around my side of the lane, the enemy jungler doesn't really have a chance to gank us at all, and that gives us like a free opportunity to scale up to level 6 where we actually start beating the Jhin. I'm quickly pushing it out of the way. Massey is currently mid lane, that's really good to know. Nice. I cannot continue to push it in, which is kind of unfortunate. I could try, but it's going to be pretty difficult to pull off. So I'm just going to have to back off here. Like, things like this is pretty bad because Jhin could freeze right now and we would lose like quite a bit of farm. But it's okay. So as for the build's actually pretty simple. You want to be rushing the blade of the rune blade as soon as possible. Let me quickly just buy that and this, and then there we go. I really like to go with the red trinket on ADC. Just for the early game though, because around mid game you will need to get the blue one because it's better, but in the early game, if you go for a red trinket, you can actually take down the wards and make it gankable for your jungler, so I like to rush this quite a lot actually. You do have to buy a control ward so if you're doing this. As for the builds, going for blade as the first item is the best choice for Ashe. Like, it's the perfect item that fits into her kit basically. You want to miss the farm zone. And like after buying the blade of the Rune King, you want to be getting like a hurricane, like an infinity edge. Those like fit really well to Ashe as well. There's actually a control ward down here, so if my jungler decides to come topside right now, we could actually get like a free kill right here on the spot. I want to stay out of range because Jhin has like his passive up right now on the last shot. So now I got my ultimate. Now we can actually start playing really aggressive against Jhin. Jhin is pretty weak if it comes down to like all-ins, and that's where we will get into place. Okay. I've got my red trinket up too, but it seems like they haven't got this ward down yet, which is really, really good actually. I'm gonna be spamming some W's right now. Okay, there we go. We want to be looking for a fight right now because I'm already level 6. This guy is still level 5. My support needs to play a lot more aggressive to make this work, plus this guy is like standing behind the entire time. Okay, here we go. Pantheon might be coming bot lane too right now. Massey Yi is up here, so we're gonna fight this guy. Thank you. I got him. Let's pump my heal already. Very nice. Okay. She didn't get us. That's pretty nice. So, just by the way I'm playing, we're playing in a super safe way, and we're basically playing based on the mistakes that the enemy opponent is making. This way, you're going to be fine when playing Ashe, because don't forget this one thing, guys. If you're playing Ashe, if you only make a single mistake, you are probably going to die, because that's the way how Ashe works. You don't really have an ability that can like jump or like dash backwards. Those are like, it's pretty important to know. Okay. So we have already got the Blade of the Rune King. The next item that we're going to buy right now is going to be the Berserker's Greaves. Like, that's the standard item for 80 carries. The next item is going to be the Hurricane. The Hurricane is going to fit perfectly with like the kit of Ashe. And then we have Infinity Edge, which will mix pretty well together with like Blade and Hurricane. That's like the perfect build. So now it's just a matter of sitting safe here, just relaxing and waiting for something to happen, basically. We don't want to be doing that much because the opponents currently have no ward down here. So with that ward being in there, we know that they don't have any vision, right? We want to be fishing around this side of the lane because that's our big advantage right here. They will be pretty scared for like a jungle gang, so we have to use that to our advantage. We can just go fight him again like as soon as I get my W. There we go. I still have my ult. I'm going to keep my ultimate just a little longer. There we go. Just by freezing this lane and having the control over the vision, we are able to get kills that we normally shouldn't get. And with the kit of Ashe being able to to do like a stun and like slows and everything. Setting up lane for ganks is actually pretty good with Ashe. So now, of course, people could come bot lane right now and stop us here, but we're already pretty strong with like 5 kills right now, so we just have to keep going. Nice. This guy's spawning it down. Nice. We can just engage in this guy right away. Very nice. Got him. They're not going to make a chance. We're completely walking over them. And here we go. We got the tower too. Like, we are playing like 0 mistakes. We currently haven't made a single mistake so far, and we're constantly focusing on freezing that lane using Ashe to our advantage, guys. The way how she should be played. Let me quickly buy this one here. Nice. So after the tower is gone, you mainly want to focus around forcing the objectives and like helping the side lanes, outnumbering them while you can. That's what I'd recommend. So by doing that, we're now going mid here. We're going to take the farm. And as soon as we take that farm, we will go topside and help out the cannon there. We don't want to 1v1 the Syndra as she can actually kill us with a single combo, right? So I'm just going to push this in all the way. Very good. I am not going to go into the river because I'm actually pretty weak to all-ins. So we can now fight that guy. There's a big chance that the other guy could stay. Got him. I'm gonna keep my ultimate. Okay, he can run. Perfect ultimate right there. Okay. Wow, I accidentally auto-attacked the blue buff. Anyways, as you guys can see, I am playing in a super safe way without really making any mistakes and constantly being at places where we should be. But mainly playing around the teammates with the slows and the stuns that we have. So now we're just going to be pushing this in. And we're going to be checking if there's like any wards down here. There are no wards as far as we can see. That's pretty good to know. Now, before making our way back, we do have to get the Hurricane, though, so we're just going to have to stay. There are no wards at all. Got him. I am way too strong right now. I can stand in their face and then just do, like, so much damage. Nice. We're gonna get that tower. Massey is like bot lane right now. We don't have to worry about him at all. Nice. Okay. Oh, there's surrender already? Anyways, guys, playing Ashe is like Ashe itself, the champion itself, is one of the easiest champions in the game so far, and I do think that some people disagree with this, and like, but this is just my opinion about this, okay? Ashe doesn't really need that much to master. Ashe is actually a pretty easy champion to play so long as you get to understand the auto reset on the Q. There isn't much more besides just making the right decisions and basically positioning yourself in certain team fights. That all comes down to like macro and all that stuff. But mainly, Ashe as a champion itself is pretty easy to play, and that's why I would recommend to pick up Ashe, because it's just the perfect champ to pick up at the moment in the current patch we're living in today. But anyways, guys, this is how you play Ashe. Once again, you can find your 4 runes for build in the description. If you want to see like challenger games, then don't forget to check out my stream too, which you can find in the description. And lastly, if you got any kind of questions, you can go down to my Instagram. The link will be in the description. You can follow, send your message, and if there's anything, let me know, guys. You can also put it down in the comments. But anyways, don't forget to follow my Instagram. And with that being said, thank you for being here, guys. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace.